This episode is sponsored by txcitizen.com, local New Braunfels news that's exclusively online and completely free.
Hi, this is Sarah, and welcome back to Pop Culture Geekery. Today we will show you our experience from the first Hill Country Comic Con.
Hi, Pop Culture Geekery!
The creator of Hill Country Comic Con, Nguyen. So we just want to thank you for putting this together. This is amazing. It just looks great. So what inspired you to decide to do a Comic Con here in New Braunfels?
I have a few kids and one of my good friends, Thomas. He's actually a coordinator for Dick's Classic Garage before. He lives in the area. And after doing some research, I saw that the community is such family, committed. And in the business here is just a lot of support and gives out. So when I started looking at the area, it was just a perfect fit. And one of the counties, one of the fastest growing areas in the U.S. from my understanding. So it was pretty easy, and all the cons that I do are very family focused. I have a 7, a 5, and 1 a year-old. So anything I wanted to do was just around that. So promoting this event, having like the, empowering kids to be super and let your voice be heard and stuff like that is things that I wanted to kind of encourage my kids to do. So with a convention, it was like, with superheroes and the excitement behind that is easy, when it comes to it at the end of the day.
So you mentioned that you've done some of these before. So even though this is Hill Country Comic Con's first year, it's not your first con.
No, I've been in the industry for about 30 years, started as an artist, and that's where my heart and soul is and the passion lies. I started vending and selling stuff, merchandise, pop culture. And then the past 6 years or so, I started helping out with on the back end, promoting the events. And last year, actually, I threw my first event in Austin, Cedar Park, Greater Austin Comic Con. But it's another family area, and coming here, it's just basically pushing the same type of feel and the energy around family and, the passion behind what lies in you, like, regarding to either arts, literacy, or anything else that you're passionate about. And that's such an easy transition from, like, the superheroes. You go there and you see it and you're like, hey, I want to be interested in, I want to be a superhero. How can I, get that across? And then most people goes through art so they can learn about,
Well, cool. Well, we appreciate you putting this on and bringing this to New Braunfels. It looks amazing. We look forward to looking at the rest of this today.
Thanks. Definitely appreciate the community for the support.
Mystique, can you tell me why you chose your character today?
So I'm actually here with the Heroes of Texas Cosplay Group, and so we do a lot of kind of charity work. So right now I think we're here representing CASA, and so we're trying to get some visibility into that. And so they decided they wanted to go with X-Men, and I really kind of like playing that little villain but kind of a good guy kind of role, so Mystique just made sense for me.
That's awesome. You're doing an awesome job. I like that there's a cause behind this too. Domino, do you want to tell us anything about your costume?
I'm just kind of hanging out. Came with her, and it was kind of a last minute, but it was a fun one to do.
Yeah, put together.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, for being on our YouTube channel today. this is Sarah Childs. We are at Hill Country Comic Con, and I have Lori Gonzales here. She would like to tell us about her conventions. What conventions do you run, Lori?
Oh, God. We run about 12 Comic-Cons over at Wonderland Mall of the Americas in San Antonio off Fredericksburg Road, formerly known as Crossroads Mall. They're all free admission Comic-Cons. They're great for families, something to do on a weekend. The next one we've got coming up in April is Princess Fest. It's a day of pinkness and glitter.
That sounds amazing. Are all your cons like 3 days, or how long do they run?
They're all 2-day shows. They run Saturdays and Sundays after Princess Fest. Then we run into our next biggest one is in May, halfway to Halloween. And we will be bringing in Ed Gein from Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a guest for that one. And it is a 2-day Halloween con.
That sounds cool. You said the admission is free, right?
Free admission.
And how would I look you up online if I wanted to see where all your cons were?
We're all on Facebook. For Halfway to Halloween, you would go to the MonsterCon Facebook page, or you can go to the Big Bang Bazaar in San Antonio on that Facebook page, and it has a listing on the event calendar of all the events.
Okay, so Big Bang Bazaar or MonsterCon on Facebook, guys. This is Tony from our local game store, The D-Pad. Tony, you want to tell us a little bit about what you do at your store?
Yeah, we buy, sell, and trade used games. We do everything from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Atari, N64, all the classic old stuff. We also sell some of the new stuff, original for Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch. We do trading. You can bring stuff in, you get store credit for it. We also have Magic the Gathering cards, and we do Magic the Gathering tournaments on the weekends.
All right. Thank you so much. I have Mike here from Cavern Quest Warriors, which is a game on Kickstarter right now. And Mike, can you just tell us a little bit about how your game plays?
Yeah, well, it's basically an RPG dungeon crawl board game. And the one nice thing about it is that it's very economical because you print all of the pieces yourself, all the modules, all the floor pieces, and there's, dozens and dozens of tiles, the different modules that we have. So we're on Kickstarter right now, and we have pledges that start at like $12, and you get this enormous board game with all these different modules and furniture and different things that you make as cardstock. So if you don't happen to have some of the pieces, you can go ahead and make them yourself. Use some of your own miniatures, and you have this enormous board game that's very, very simple to play, and that's really the key to it, is it's easy to play and get people into it that, maybe don't have any experience or they want to jump in at a higher level. You can immediately jump a character into at a higher level and start to play the game with your friends. Now, we're on Kickstarter right now, so appreciate everyone's support.
Okay, well, thank you so much for telling us about it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Alfredo Lopez, Freddy. He goes by Freddy. Freddy, tell us, how did you get started with your art?
Cool. Well, I've always been an artist since I was a kid. So when I was a little infant scribbling on the walls in my bedroom, I actually broke into it being a colorist for Image Comics on a comic called After the Cape. And so as a colorist, I started doing a lot of coloring work. I started doing interiors, and then branched out to doing cover work and then trading cards, sketch cards. And now I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything. I'm moving more into fantasy games, RPG games. So working a lot for RPG publishers. So that's more where my heart lies. I'm more of a D&D geek than anything else. So yeah. So I'm kind of somewhere right between comic and fantasy now, which is where I want to be. So yeah.
How long have you been doing this for?
Oh God, forever it seems. Professionally for about 15 years now. Yeah.
Can you tell us, for our viewers, how we can get in touch with you or buy your artwork online?
Sure. You can find me on my website, which is alfredolopezjr.com. And from there, you can find my Facebook page, Instagram, Facebook, DeviantArt, whatever. It's all on there. Or catch me at any of our local shows like this one.
All right. Thank you, Freddy.
Thank you. Oh.
today with Moana and Pua. Moana, would you like to tell us about your cosplay that you do?
Hi, I'm Moana. Well, I go by the name of Stardust Cosplay, and I just made this cosplay from old bed sheets and all the straws and everything. Mainly, I didn't spend a penny in this, except Pua, of course. I can't make him. But yeah, this is my favorite cosplay for the kids.
Oh, that's awesome. It's really cool that you made that out of old bed sheets and straw. Very nice. Hey, I'm here with Dolores Umbridge and Mad Eye Moody here. She's going to tell us a little bit about what her cosplay company is and how you can find her.
Hi, I go by Nana Cosplay. I'm a 62-year-old cosplayer, so I prove that anybody can do this. We've been doing different costumes for about 30 years, but cosplay for about 12. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Nana Cosplay 1957, which is the year I was born.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. All right, Supergirl, tell us about your cosplay company and how you got started.
Okay, hi, I'm Scarlett Wolf, and I've been doing cosplay for about 7 years now. I got started with photography and somehow made my way into costuming and realized that this is where I belonged. So that's what I've been doing for 7 years now.
All right, well, you look awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. I have several cosplayers here right now, and they're going to introduce... It's a cosplay family. That's true. They are all siblings as well. So they're going to introduce their characters and then how you can find them online.
Hello, I am Nightcrawler, and you can find me on Instagram at KaylaMW15.
Hi, I'm Catra from Shih, and you can find me on Instagram at Lizla Cosplay.
I play Spider-Man Noir, and you can catch me on Cameron_Welch29.
All right, well, thank you so much. Hi, I have here a mermaid from San Antonio Aquarium, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does at the aquarium.
Hi there. So at the San Antonio Aquarium, our mermaids show up on holidays and weekends from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And what we like to do is our glitter tattoos for 2 tokens of tattoo. We also love to give away shells to the kiddos, and the photos are no charge.
From Bonfire Press, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his character and what he does here.
Hey guys, how's it going on? This is Welcome to the Void, and this is my take on modern day magic. The idea is if a Wiccan lights a flame or a faith healer melds bones back together, they're actually utilizing faith and pulling energies from another dimension. And so that's kind of how I explain these modern day miracles. And so what ends up happening is our main protagonist, Manny, he actually ends up finding himself in that dimension, the void. So now he's able to do things that other people would find completely impossible because he doesn't have to worry about faith. He already knows that it exists.
And how can our viewers find you online, Chuck?
You can either find me on Facebook at Chuck Pineau, Pineau. You can find me on Twitter at Chucky Pin, or you can find me on YouTube at Chuck's Raw Reviews.
All right, thank you so much. Yvonne Sifuentes here. She is the author of the book, The Shih Tzu Who Knew Jiu-Jitsu. Yes. And she's going to talk to us a little bit about her character in her book here.
Yes, so the main character is Leo, and he is a dog that enjoys the park, and he goes to the park and wants to have a good time, but he encounters a gang of dogs who want to bully him. They give him a choice, either join the gang or never visit the park again. He goes back home, doesn't know what to do, but thankfully he finds someone that can help him build his confidence, teach him how to defend himself using the gentle art of jiu-jitsu. So it's an awesome book. Awesome book.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much. Rapunzel and Cinderella, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their cosplay company.
Hello, everyone. I am Rapunzel, and I am a part of a character company called Fairytale Beginnings. It's a brand new company. This is actually kind of our first big event, big convention as a company. What we do is we dress up as different characters, from superheroes to princesses and everything in between. And we attend events and parties and that sort of thing, and kind of entertain kids and bring them into the magic.
Very cool. So how could we find you online if we wanted to get in contact with you for an event or something like that?
We have a Facebook and an Instagram, which are under Fairytale Beginnings, and we also have an email for any kind of business inquiries, which is fairytalebeginningsco@gmail.com.
Okay, well, thank you very much.